What's up, guys? So back again with another reaction video for you. Thanks for tuning in. So I'm trying to do more I know the last couple of videos weren't exactly travel related, but basically I'm going to be reacting to videos involving the countries I've been to or the countries I want to go to. Whether it's exactly about traveling, I'm not exactly sure if that's going to be fully the case, but I think this travel reaction thing should be good here. So. Here are 6 tips for traveling India. India is definitely a country I do want to visit one day here. I don't know if in the near future, but very within the next few years at least. I'm working my way up towards it. India is gigantic. It would be a big trip because I always see people going to Mumbai or what do you call it, New Delhi, um, but they don't go to like the south of India or very rarely like northeast India. And so they always seem to be concentrated on either like Goa or places like that. Varanasi is pretty popular among vloggers. So I want to go to places that I obviously want to go to those places, but I also want to do places where people are not going and see what's over there. I just like exploring and seeing what's going on in these other cities and just places that are out of the way. I do love that. Anyways, so India is definitely a place I want to go to. And so this is Drew Binsky's video, 6 tips for traveling India. So let's see what he has to say about this. He's a pretty popular vlogger here, and he's been all over the world. So he's definitely someone you should listen to if you need tips or something. Anyways, let's get into it. And I will be pausing. This is a quick video, so this shouldn't be too long. Anyways, let's go.
I'm Drew Binsky, and I'm here today with a very special guest, Shanaz Treasury, who you might know as a #1 travel blogger in India.
Thank you, Drew. Hello, everybody. Nice to be here. I've been following Drew for a long time on Instagram. We both admire each other's videos.
Hang on, let's see, make sure highest quality here. Okay, yeah.
And he said he was coming to India, so I decided to be like, hey, let's meet in Pondicherry.
I get a lot of questions about safety in India and how to travel India, so I decided, because I'm American, I've spent about 4 months in India. Shanaz is from Mumbai, and she has traveled all over the world. So we're going to give you some of our best travel tips for India. 1. Go with the flow.
You know, Drew, I notice when Westerners come to India, they expect everything to go according to plan. Like in the West, everything works. In India, no. We go with the flow. You know, in India, nothing really works as it should work, but it still works.
Everything is just kind of in your face at the same time. Anywhere you look, there's something to see, something to eat, something to feel, but it all just kind of works.
It works.
2. Female travel tips.
Okay. Because we're gonna go through these really quick. It is a 3 minute and 49-minute video. So let's see. Let me just get to okay. Yeah, then these other countries that are not Western, with a large population, it does get pretty chaotic. I've noticed that from vlogs and I went to Egypt and it was the same way, especially Cairo. It's pretty chaotic. There's just people everywhere, and it's kind of, what do they call it? Organized chaos. So anyone living in India, they know how to navigate the system. They know what they're doing. So it's not really chaos to them. But if you've never been there before, obviously this is going to be chaos for you. It's going to be chaos for me whenever I go. So yeah, I'm a more go with the flow person. I allow for so I schedule a lot of things and I try to stick with it, but I always allot for time to either for waiting or for things not going as planned. So this way my day is not ruined, or I'm not being, there's no drama. It's just like, oh, okay, yeah, I figured this might happen. So I always allot for extra time when I go to any of these countries. So yeah, it's a good tip. I wouldn't say it's a big tip, but I mean, if you're going to be traveling to all these places, you should have patience because it requires a lot of patience.
Eat something to feel, but it all just kind of works.
It works.
2. Female travel tips. One of the most popular questions I get is from other females around the world who are scared to visit India because of what they've heard and what they've seen on the media. So I would like to have Shanaz describe what it's like and some safety tips for a female traveler.
I wouldn't say be scared, but definitely don't travel all over India on your own. Also be careful about what you're wearing. So if you're wearing something like this, you can't walk in the street in the night up in the north of India. But if you're in the south of India, you can kind of wear this. So it depends on where you are in India as well. You have to be smart about it. You have to take the normal safety precautions when you're traveling in India as a woman.
3.
Okay, yeah. This is for the most part true. I've seen some videos where women say they were harassed or stalked or something, especially like Caucasian white women. Um, yeah, it's pretty dangerous if you're going by yourself. Even with their boyfriends, like they were still like they were grabbed in the street, and you can't do anything because they just run and get lost in the crowd. So yeah, definitely don't go alone and be very wary. I would probably stick to the tourist spots. Don't go into the slum areas and think it's going to be hunky dory as a woman, a young, good-looking woman. I mean, it's not. It's that area is not for you. Um, sure, a man can walk through there and he's not going to face much trouble, but you got to be realistic about some of these places where there's a lot of crime that people can get away with just because there's so many people that it's hard to track all these crimes.
Bargaining tips.
I see a lot of Westerners coming to India, okay, and it's 70 rupees to a dollar, and they're still haggling for like 50
But
rupees.
hold on, sometimes
but wait,
they
that's
really
just like 2 cents
No,
for you.
sometimes they really try to rip you off. If I get in a tuk-tuk, he'll try to charge me like 500 rupees if it's only a short drive.
But 500 rupees is nothing
still,
for you.
it's
What is
principle,
500
it's
rupees?
principle.
No,
I
but it's
don't-
not. But you're coming to India.
Okay, what is 500 rupees? Okay. What is it? Indian rupee? Yeah, 500. So $6. Um, $6.06. I mean, I'm going to India because it's cheap, not to be overcharged. I mean, I understand we're going to pay a little more. It's just, there's no set prices like when you come to America. Oh, this costs this much and this costs this much, and that's it. You can only bargain if you're in like a market, like a flea market or what do you call it? I don't want to say Trader Joe's, but like I don't know what you call it. Yeah, basically a flea market, something like that, a garage sale. Yeah, then you could bargain. But like for everything else, everything has a listed price, and that's what you pay, and you either don't buy it or you do. And a lot of these countries, they're just unless it's actually listed there, like on a piece of paper or something, they'll just say a price. And if most likely if you're a foreigner, they're gonna up it a little bit or a lot even, just because they know you don't know what the price is, especially in another country. So yeah, they're gonna try to take advantage because a lot of these places are poor. So I mean, it's pretty logical. I wouldn't gripe over 12 rupees. That's a little ridiculous. But her saying 500 rupees, okay, well, I'm gonna be spending 500 rupees here, there, and it's gonna eat up my budget. Like, just say, what's 500 rupees to you? Yeah, it's only $6, but I didn't come here to be ripped off either. It's the principle of the thing.
India,
don't
which
like
is a
getting
beautiful
super ripped
big
off.
country, and we're a poor country. So
Yeah,
if
yeah,
you
like
come
you
to
said.
India
That's what you said.
and we're
Oh, it's
100 rupees.
principle.
No,
I
but it's
don't-
not. But you're coming to India,
I don't
which
like
is a
getting
beautiful
super
Yeah, I don't like getting ripped off. See?
ripped
big
off.
country, and we're a poor country. So if you come to India and they charge you 500 rupees for a rickshaw, it's fine. What is
It's
that?
not
$5? $7? Doesn't matter. Okay.
It does matter. I worked for that money. That's my money. Yeah, a cab in New York City costs $45. That's why we barely go to New York City. Because it's expensive. We don't like going there. I mean, we like going there, but like, it's a big trip to go over there. So you got to save up the money. And like I've been in New York, and I took public transportation, so I didn't pay no $45. 20 bucks lasted me for most of my trip. I only went for like 3 days, but that lasted me most of my trip on the subway. Taking the subways everywhere. I didn't take an Uber or anything. So, but anyways, I mean, I wouldn't take a cab. I mean, I'd take an Uber. It's a little bit cheaper. But anyway, that's not the point. Like, the locals are paying this much. Why can't I just at least pay something close to that? I understand I'm gonna be overcharged, but don't rip me off because then you're gonna make me not want to go to the country, knowing that everyone's just there to rip me off. Like it's the principle of the matter.
Cab in New York City
Fine,
cost me
fine, we'll just pay it.
$45.
Fine, just pay it. Just pay the price. 4.
No, don't just
Get
pay the
your
price.
e-visa. Now it is easier than
Find out at whenever the time you're going to any of these countries where you can haggle. Find out what the going rate is. You can find out online. What you can get a general sense of what this costs, and from different online forums, Reddit, places like that, and generally find out. And then when you go over there, you can haggle and get him down to the price. And just if you know it's astronomical and like you're crazy, like then don't bother, walk away, and usually they'll come down on the price.
ever to visit India with their new e-visa system, which came out last year or the year before. Last time I came to India, I had to go to the Indian embassy and I had to apply, and it was a whole mess. But now you just do it online, and within 48 hours you get your approval. It's around $100. Citizens from 160 countries around the world are able to visit India with an e-visa system. 5. Don't
I hope it got better. I heard from some travel vloggers that it was a pain to use the e-visa system, but hopefully it's gotten better. I don't want to have to deal with that whenever I go. Just it was real easy in the Philippines. I just put in all my information, flight information, and everything, and they gave me a QR code, and that was that. There wasn't even any fees.
be scared of poverty. When you come to India, you will definitely see a lot of poverty everywhere.
But don't be afraid of the poverty, okay? They're just poor people, and so if they're asking you for money, I would say try and buy them food, there's always food around, you can buy them a meal, and that's how
and
you...
they're generally harmless.
They're sweet people.
Yeah, there's poverty all over the world, it's not only in India, but when you see them, they're not trying to hurt you or harm you. They just need some money to live.
Correct.
Simple. 6. Get connected. It is super easy to get a
Yeah, I would say, yeah, if you want to get someone money because you're a kind person and feel bad for them, I wouldn't give them anything astronomical. Maybe like 150 rupees, something like that. 200 rupees. Sounds cheap, but like a lot of times there's going to be a lot of other people around, especially in India with 1 billion people. You don't want to be throwing out tons of cash around a bunch of people like that, and you'll either be swamped and robbed, or swamped and like feel bad because you can't give to everybody. And so I would slyly hand them some money and then keep it moving. Like don't stand there and wait for them to say thank you or anything. Just okay, here, there you go, have a good day, and just keep it moving because you don't want to get caught up in people asking you, and then all kinds of people are going to come out of the woodwork to ask you for money, and you don't want to be involved in that.
local SIM card in India. At the airport, it was around $7 for a month. I have 2 gigabytes of data a day and unlimited calls. Also, India is so big that you really need to have a plan of where you're going.
Yeah, I noticed that when people come to India, they're like, oh, I want to see all of India, so I need 3 months. No, it's okay. You can come to India for 2 or 3 weeks and just concentrate on one place.
That's what I'm doing now.
Yeah, exactly.
I want to go for 2 or 3 months. Although it seems like a long time, I would rather see the whole continent and in general at once. Not to explore every city, but like, I do want to go to Mumbai. I do want to go to New Delhi. I do want to go to Goa. I do want to go to what is it, Agra, where the Taj Mahal is. I want to go up towards the Himalayas. I want to go. There's some small towns up in the mountains I want to visit, and in the northeast of India, and it's a subcontinent. So it's like going to the U.S. and only going to L.A. or Las Vegas or New York. You didn't see all of America. You got a small glimpse, and I would rather have a huge trip and do it all in one go. I think that would be first. I think it'd be epic, but it would be so much fun. I'd have so much fun.
And Tamil Nadu, and last time I did more of the north, so you just break it up into
You break it up. It's a huge country. You can't go to America and be like, I'm going to see all of America. You can't.
Good
You
point.
have to concentrate
This
on
looks
something.
dope.
We hope you learned something from our travel tips in India, and just remember one thing.
Nothing is impossible in India. Nothing.
Nothing.
There's no word such as impossible in India. In India, we have a word called jugaad. That means we'll make it happen. Don't worry.
We'll see you guys in India.
See you in India.
I'm Drew Binsky, and if you like my travel videos, please click subscribe and join me as I plan to visit every country in the world.
Okay, great, excellent. I would say these were a little overly generalized. They could have got more specific about their travel tips. It was just kind of go with the flow and just pay, and I don't know. I don't see how these were like really like real tips. Let's go through the comments here. It's okay to get scammed because you're a foreigner and can afford it. Yeah, exactly. What is 500 rupees worth to you anyway? Drew, one tea chai, two temple offerings, one tuk tuk ride, one dhoti, three South Indian dishes, two desserts, and two souvenirs. Yeah. Um, she's the reason Drew doesn't have India in his top 20 favorite countries. She made Drew think that there's no solution to avoid scammers. Exactly. Yeah, when I was in Egypt, you get all kinds of people. Like, I didn't put this in my vlogs. I might have mentioned it a little bit, but you you get all these people coming up to you and like just from out of nowhere, and they walk next to you to wherever you're going and try to chat you up and act like they're your friend and stuff. And um, like I already knew how they're gonna act. Like I wasn't a fool. Like I do extensive research whenever I go somewhere to see how the people are acting. And it was just like not like at first it felt like it was nonstop. Like one person would come and I would like at first I would like chat him up a little bit just to be like, yeah, okay, I know I'm not gonna do whatever you're asking me, what you're gonna suggest, but just to see what they would say, and it was kind of funny. But after a while, it just gets annoying and it like gets kind of exhausting, and it's like another one of you guys. Like I'm trying to enjoy my time here, and so. Uh, but you get used to it. Like towards the end of my Egypt trip, because it was like that a lot. I got used to just blowing them off. Like I wouldn't even say hi to them. Like I knew what they were after, so I would just keep walking, or I would say I'm okay, and I keep going. And you kind of just got to be rude. I don't like being rude to people, but just saying nothing and keep walking, that's the best thing you can do. Because I mean, some guys will try to follow you for a little bit and still try to talk to you, but just keep going and act like you got somewhere to be. Don't don't act like a well, you're a tourist. They're gonna know you're a tourist, but don't act like one. Act like you know what you're doing and just keep it moving. And generally, they'll leave you alone. Um, I've never had to scream at anybody. I've seen people online saying, "I had to scream at them to leave me alone." You don't have to do that. Just keep it moving. Let's see. Um, she says South India is safe compared to North India. That's what people are saying here because it's true from India, and that's very true. Okay. I'm an Indian, but if someone is trying to rip you off, then don't pay extra, please. It might not be a problem for you, but think of someone coming from Africa where currency is weaker. We should eradicate this problem instead of becoming a victim of it. Otherwise, this will keep going on forever. Yeah, exactly. I mean, there's people from, there's middle class people in other poorer countries, and they may have money to go there, but they don't have all the money in the world. They can't just be, just throw 500 rupees out the window. Like, no. They're some people travel on a budget. Like they don't have they don't have too much money to spend, but they got enough to go there and enjoy the place a little bit. Let's see. Man, I remember a time when I was in Goa. I'm from Mumbai, by the way, and I was with this American guy showing him around, and we had decided to stop by for lunch. So we stopped by at a restaurant, and they had tallies there. My man wouldn't eat from there because it cost 200 rupees for a fish thali that had rice, fish, curry, vegetables, and chapati, which is basically tortillas. He took me to another G place where they sold thalis for 120. Let's see. Yeah, you get the real experts who know where to go in these places, especially if they've been enough. Let's see. Just going through here real quick. Hey, come to the Northeast India. See, like, no one suggests going to Northeast. Everyone just says go to Mumbai, go to Goa. Varanasi is like a tourist spot, and I do want to go to those places, but um, I don't know. I want to see like other places that aren't all that much covered. Like, let's see. Okay, I'm going to Google Maps. Let me zoom way out. When did Google Maps start doing this, by the way? Is a globe all of a sudden? Okay. See, look at all the places I already got here ready for India. Um, but yeah, like I don't see anyone like. I might have seen one vlog out of Bengaluru, Bengaluru. Um, like I never seen a vlog about. And I used to watch a lot of vlogs in India, but Kochi, Madurai. Um, I've seen vlogs in Hyderabad. But look, this one, like, I don't even want to attempt to say that, but like, this looks like a happening. Hold on, let me see. Whoa, that looks dope. This beach here. Yeah, this looks like it's happening over here. Okay, yeah, that's definitely a spot. You know what? Let me save that. Let's see. Want to go? Okay. All right. Kolkata. Just like I don't see vlogs on these places. Like, I think I've seen a Chennai vlog, but like even like in the middle here, like what was it, Riwa? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Um, and then you got like all like India cuts into over here, and you got Nagaland and Manipur. Just there's so many other places other than Mumbai and what do you call it, New Delhi. So everyone seems to go there. I do want to go there, but it's just I want to go to other places too. I do want to do Sri Lanka as well. That looks pretty fun here. Anyways, so yeah, this is a pretty good video. I'll give it a like here. I suggest you all do the same. I'm not subscribed to Drew Binsky. I used to be subscribed to him, but I don't know. He kind of puts out too much content. I don't like channels that put out crazy amounts of content because it just takes up my feed. So I'm not trying to be like that either. Anyways, I hope you liked this video here. Please hit like and subscribe if you found it interesting. And I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm trying to do 3 of these a week, um, 2 or 3. So I might do one this weekend. I'm not sure. Actually, as soon as I film these, I do a quick little edit and then I throw it up online. So today is Friday, the 25th of August. As you can see, it's 11:35 p.m. for me. I worked all day today, and so I just decided to do one real quick here and get it up. So it'll be up tonight as soon as I'm done recording here. Anyways, you don't need to know all that. Yeah. So, all right. Well, hope you guys have a great evening, great morning, great afternoon, wherever you're at. And I will see you on the next one.